So Ubisoft have released yet another Assassin's Creed Origins trailer, and this one is titled The Birth of the Brotherhood trailer, and it's actually a pretty good trailer. I quite enjoyed it. So in this video we're going to be analysing this trailer. My first observation is, again, this seems like a bit of a story trailer in itself. Not a complete story trailer, it's like part of one, just like how the Order of the Ancients trailer felt like part of one, and so on and so forth. But whatever it was good, so let's begin. So first of all, we have Bayek walking in front of a couple of pyramids with the sun behind him and the trees and things in the desert, and it just looks so beautiful. Like, visually this is impressive. Like, it's just the colours and things. I've mentioned it loads of times before in previous breakdowns. Don't see anything that there is to break down properly here, besides from the fact that aesthetically the game looks incredible. Next we see Bayek on top of the Sphinx, and the Sphinx still has its nose. I still wonder if we'll see it fall off in the game as like a little Easter egg to how it is now or something, but we'll see.
My land is on the brink of collapse.
So here we do hear Bayek saying, "My land is on the brink of collapse," obviously referencing the whole of ancient Egypt as it is dying and modernising and changing in a way that makes it no longer what it is when we're playing the game. But of course we already know that, so it's not new news, but it's nice and works in this trailer.
To defend it, I must become an instrument of justice and freedom.
So here we hear Bayek say to defend Egypt he needs to become what he calls an instrument of justice and freedom. Essentially what the Assassins set out to be as we know them in Assassin's Creed 1, 2, and even as far on as 3. And probably all the way through the rest of the games as well. So Bayek is basically suggesting that he's going to set the foundations in this game. Something that, again, we already know, but it works in the trailer. Here we have night shots of Bayek riding a majestic camel, and it looks beautiful with the sand particles flying about and things like that. So I'm honestly quite satisfied with how the game looks in daytime and nighttime.
You are my Magi now.
How Cleopatra says "you are my Magi now" makes me think that Bayek won't be voluntarily helping Cleopatra as much as we might think. I mean, obviously a lot of it will be, but at the same time it seems as if Cleopatra is probably going to be using Bayek for a lot as well, and then come the end Bayek will realise that he's been played and things will go downhill from there.
Gods have abandoned us.
Yet another hint that the game is set around the death of ancient Egypt and the decline of that world in a way is the fact that this guy is saying the gods have abandoned us. So as you can imagine, in the game, a lot of people's beliefs in the Egyptian gods will probably waver a little bit, and as a result, the entire ancient Egyptian society will follow in its collapse. So it's just another hint towards the death of ancient Egypt in a way.
Be careful. Not everything is as it seems.
Now, this guy saying "be careful, not everything is as it seems" makes me think that in the story some big massive plot twist, not the one that he's hinting at here, will occur, because obviously he's hinting at that one, but he could very well be hinting at Cleopatra as well, and there could be a betrayal there, but again that's just a theory on my point. However, I really do get the vibe that Bayek and Cleopatra won't be allies by the end of the game. Now here we see somebody stalking Bayek while he's exploring a tomb or something like that.
Bayek, your people are in danger.
Some random guy who seems like he's dying or has a really bad voice or something like that, probably been injured to the point of he's dying, saying "Bayek, your people are in danger." So could this be at the start of the game, but someone tells Bayek that his people are in danger and then we go to Siwa to see what happens in Siwa? Or could it just be hinting to the entirety of Egypt and the decline of ancient Egypt, like everything else in this trailer seems to be hinting at?
There's a new creed now.
Bayek mentions that there's a new creed now, obviously referencing to what we know of as the Assassin's Creed sort of thing. I know it's a weird thing to say, I agree, but obviously that's what he's hinting at, is the creed of the Assassins that will be sort of explored probably towards the end of the game.
From darkness we have come.
A hint to the "we work in the dark to serve the light" thing. Interesting.
And in darkness we shall stay.
Again, just a hint to that "we work in the dark to serve the light." So Assassin's Creed Origins might be exploring why that is. Another nice shot of Bayek on a horse. This game does look incredible, aesthetically speaking.
Our Magi no longer.
So here's Bayek basically claiming to no longer be a Medjay that we see that he is for the most of the game. He'll probably will be a Medjay, and then towards the middle to the end, probably between the two, he'll denounce that role and claim to be an assassin, and then the Assassin Brotherhood will be born.
We shall be known as assassins.
That last line in this trailer, I'm quite excited now because he's obviously going to announce it at some point, so you'll know when it is. You won't have to pick up on it, and it won't be a subtle thing. Like, Bayek's going to set up the Assassin Brotherhood with the intention to have an Assassin Brotherhood, it does seem. So for what reason, we'll have to see in the game how he goes from being a Medjay to we are no longer Medjay, we are assassins. That's quite exciting to think about. I'm quite looking forward to seeing why that happens in the game. Now that's quite it really, that's basically it, but there is one thing that I do want to point out before we wrap up, and that is that there is another scene in which we see the duelist. We saw him in an arena sort of setting, and then we see him out here, which makes me think that this is the Order of the Ancients' own personal assassin. He's going to be like a reoccurring enemy sort of thing. That's the vibe that I'm getting from the duelist. It'll be disappointing if it turns out to just be like a class as opposed to just one standalone guy, because I feel as if this guy would make for a very good sort of opponent who turns up, sort of like a rival, like Bayek's nemesis. That's the vibe that this guy's given me. He gave me that vibe in the trailer where I was in the arena, let alone here. So yeah, the duelist really does give me this massive nemesis sort of vibe. So there you have it, everybody. That is my breakdown of the Assassin's Creed Origins Birth of the Brotherhood trailer. I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to go ahead, leave a like, subscribe, share, comment. Let me know what you think down in the comment section about this trailer and so on and so forth. And I'll see you all very soon with another video at some point.